plan. Unfortunately, there are certain plans I can reveal, certain I can't. But I'm telling you, we are prepared because we are not foolish enough to think that Asim Zardari will hold free and fair elections.
Keep it short, sir. Keep it short. Lions 2 minutes.
I'm from Lahore, ex-Ejusuni. I just need to know your stance on Taliban, especially TTP, without mentioning US drones. So just be a little bit patient, this is a technical question. I understand
Just gonna say I've answered this just now.
I know, just a little bit on that. So I understand the frustration and casualties the drones have caused, and there's a lot of anti-US sentiment. But this issue is different. When you kill a 14-year-old girl and claim responsibility, it's a different terminology of ideas. So just saying no to drones won't stop these guys killing people from going to school, especially girls. So just a simple yes or no, that you are against these kind of Talibans, TTP, and if you can, we go public on record saying that. Thank you.
But you know, I didn't understand the question.
Basically,
instead of reading it, just
basically, I've been talking to a guy from MIT, Pakistani elitist, mostly educated PhD people. The only reason they're against you, and I've been trying to convince them, I'm such a big follower, is that you are against Taliban. They're like, no, he does not say it publicly. He does not say that he's against
Look, okay, listen, look. So Imran Khan goes and lashes out at the Taliban. Sitting in Islamabad in my comfortable house, I attack the Taliban. Who do you think is going to pay the price? Tehreek Insaf. Youth, members in tribal areas, in KP, they will become targets. How can, so look, by condemning the Taliban, you're not going to win the war. Can you if I keep condemning them, everyone has been condemning them for 8.5 years, has it made any difference? You have to find a solution. It's not a solution. So somehow this idea that if Imran Khan every day condemns Taliban, somehow they'll give up their arms and say, look, Imran Khan is saying, please throw down your arms and we will give up. Thank you, Imran Khan. We follow you, and so we can. This is just stupidity. For 8.5 years, everyone has been condemning the Taliban. You're not going to win the war. There has to be a solution, and the only party that is giving a solution is Tehreek Insaf. No other party to date has come up with a solution. No one. Neither the Americans know what to do in Afghanistan. Of course, what do you expect from Zardari? What would they know about what to do? So it's the blind leading the blind. So we are the only political party which has consistently been saying that there is no military solution. It doesn't mean I'm pro-Taliban. It means I'm pro-Pakistan. I'm scared of the country going on the place. Pakistan is sinking. Pakistan is, the word the gentleman just talked about, Ziaul Haq. There is more fanaticism in Pakistan today than ever in our history. A young man asked me a question. I know if I answer the question, what's going to happen. You cannot, in today's Pakistan, a governor gets 48 bullets in him. In the middle of the city, he is shot by his guard. He puts 48 bullets in him. Not one of the other guards does anything to stop. And then rose petals are showered on him. This is the current Pakistan. Live in reality. None of the people who are talking about why doesn't Imran condemn the Taliban, none of them go outside their homes. Is the only one who's going out in jalsas and facing the crowds. So,
Assalamu alaikum. Khan, I came from San Diego and my name is Ghulam Farooq Rahmani. My question to you is, you are a Prime Minister of Pakistan. Are you going to hang the corrupt and crooked politicians, the generals, the bureaucrats, and the businessmen?
well, time will tell. Next.
Next question from Next question from
कहते हैं अल्लाह ने सारे मुश्किल काम मेरे से करवाने
Next question from
I have a question. Say, after the election, you win the election and you still need 5 seats, and you need somebody from other party. Nawaz Sharif and Asif Zardari and Fazlur Rahman offer you those 5 seats. Who will you pick?
Okay, let me ask the audience that if now Tariq Insaf is 5 seats short, who would make an alliance with? Nawaz Sharif, Fazlur Rahman, Asif Zardari, MQM, or कौन रह गया? Tariq Insaf will sit in the opposition if it's 5 seats.
Next question, please. Keep it short, sir.
My name is Saba Kidwai, and I'm a history teacher, and I'm going to read my question just so I can keep it concise. After years of struggle and no hope, when a leader like you comes along and people hear of hope and change, they have very high expectations. Change after years of corruption and a lack of education amongst the masses does not happen overnight. Obama is a perfect example. Although he has made a lot of progress, we don't immediately feel the effects, and people are very quick to judge and criticize because they don't feel an immediate change in their situation. They get angry. I still don't have a job. I still don't have an education. My situation hasn't changed. So that you can bring about the change that you hope to bring, what are 2 to 3 things that you plan to do within your first term that will keep that hope within people and keep them engaged?
Basically, what you've said is that as I step on the cricket field, should I be scared, what if I fail? Or should I be thinking, I will succeed? The 2 different strategies. Now, a lot of people have failed. A lot of prime ministers have come, promised the world. Obama is an example, but they failed. But then what about the others that have succeeded? Mahathir Mohamad changed Malaysia. Lee Kuan Yew changed Singapore. Erdogan changed Turkey. All of them came in and they succeeded. And I just tell you, the reason why people fail and others succeed is only one. The leaders who succeed never ever compromise on their goals. The ones who fail, the ones who succeed never compromise on their main goal. They compromise to get there, but they never compromise on the goal. The ones who fail is the ones who compromise and talk about the ground realities. Remember, one of the biggest killer of potential is hakiki, zamini haqaiq, ground realities, rational, be reasonable. That is the beginning of the end, because that's the downward spiral. Because then every time you're going to reason to accept something or make another compromise. So therefore, if Obama...
There are some elements in our military, particularly the ISI, which are very sympathetic towards the Taliban. So, I mean, obviously, that has been proven by the attacks on PNS Mehran base as well as on the 111 Brigade. So, how do you plan on countering, the extremism within our military? Because no civilian government in Pakistan has been able to interfere with the military successfully.
Tell me, is there any evidence that ISI is propping up the Taliban? Have you any evidence? I don't have any evidence.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that there are people who are supporting the Taliban, but obviously let's take the PNS Mehran base attack. The person who was actually a main contact person for the extremists was a person who had served on the base previously, who was a commander of the Special Services Group.
let me say, look, this is a very complex issue. It's not, just think about it. Here is the army patronizing Taliban. And guess what? Taliban are attacking the army headquarters, they are attacking the naval headquarters, they attack the air base at Kamra, they attack the commandos, blow up 40, 50 commandos. They've killed generals, 6,000, by the way, and I'm telling you, the army is hiding the exact number of casualties. It's way above 6,000 soldiers who are dead. So why would they be patronizing the same people who are killing them? This is, look, you must understand this issue. This is, unless we understand this, we will